Hello guys, we're back with Asian Papa and little Chungus. Say hello, little
Hey,
Chungus.
welcome back.
Yes.
And today we're doing something rather different music thing
We're
or
doing a
a
game
rant.
review.
Yeah, or a gameplay video. So we're reviewing Territory Conquest, one of
Yeah,
the
we played a
good
game
games on.
before, but we played this game before,
And
but my mic wasn't working because I didn't hook it up to the correct thing in Bandicam, and it fricked up, and I didn't know until after.
yeah, and I had an conversation.
Anyway, comrade.
Yeah, it's
Asian Papa is now Russian Asian.
alright. You know, what I like about this game is that you got your private good militia. So like you could have it's like a 4v battle. Well, Jonah died, but anyway, what I'm saying that in this game that it's very interesting. It's not like your typical territory. Well, I mean it's the only. What I'm really saying is it is awesome to play, friends. Like I'm serious. It's like pretty fun. Yeah.
Great
Alright,
commentary, my dude.
we're gonna. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to be doing one private server match and public server match. So we're going to be different now. Alright, now grab some popcorn and there's a little game stuff.
So in the private server version, it's a lot easier if your friends aren't all gods at the game. So, I mean, I'm pretty good with strategy and all, but when it comes to this game, there's a bunch of people in public servers that just wreck you. They all have like 500 wins. There's always that one guy to ruin the match for you and your new friends.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So when you're playing a private server, it's a lot more fun.
These two of my buddies. Anyway, so tell you the basics of this game. Start out on your own really good capital. See, mine is Meghaya. Sorry if I pronounced that. Now, you start off on the capital. And if you see these gray dots, these are... Now, what's cool about these cities is there's nothing... They're pretty much... But, you send in a bunch of forces, that city will literally be burnt. Like, burnt to a crisp. I'm not even joking. It looks like someone grew up on it and then took a piss on it. I'm not joking. It looks that bad. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that waiting gets you probably. And those were the basics. Back to you, Johnny Brown.
So the real terms for these things are like, you start off as a revolution. Your capital gains a lot more troops because it's the source of your manpower. If your capital is taking most of your manpower is cut off and you lose a lot of troops. And you also want to keep your general intact, like I just didn't do. So basically you want to get to a corner So it's called a farming corner because you harvest a bunch of troops from this corner, not having to worry about you getting taken over from behind. And you can send so many at a time and put them all into one, and it goes like 2, 4. You see, it's like nothing coming out, but it also gains you like hundreds of men. So
That's
make sure to get to a corner. After a while, if you think you're clicking too much, you can send more troops at a time. Starts off as 10, you can go to 20, then 40, then 80, 160. It doubles every time.
okay. I guess it's back to alright. Spawn locations. There are mainly a bunch of spawn locations throughout. So basically this is Indian. I'm on the east. Yeah, right here. Like an but you know, it goes like that sometimes. I'm not really good at this. But anyway, sometimes you might spawn in the middle or like in a corner like Joey. Now, in the middle sucks. You're attacked by all two. North, east, south, west. It's just hell there. Now on a corner, we really have two sides. Like if you're at the like corner, like how should I like if you're at like a tip of the, then you only have like one side. But if you're like in the middle of, then you have two, which is like better than 4, which is what I'm saying, which is pretty good. Now, as you can see, I can't see Joey's, but I'm not doing very good, and this sucks. So, I wonder when we're gonna come. Alright, back to you, Papa Joey.
So, the more land you get, the more troops you can make at once. Because if you have more land, the more you can recruit out of that land. So you have to work on getting a lot of land fast. Like, don't even worry about losing land, because you're going to gain it back once. Just make sure you gain that land back. The reason farming corners are so effective is because you can just select a whole bunch of them and not even have to worry about getting attacked, because all of those spaces, they're completely untouched by the enemy. So if your opponent starts expanding a lot, you need to speed yourself up. More troops means the faster you can the more troops you have means you can kill them faster. And the faster so the more troops you have not only means you outnumber the enemy, it means you kill them more and you have more troops to be killed, but it also means you kill them faster. It's one of somebody's laws of war. I forgot who made it, but it's true. So if the enemy outnumbers you, you either have to have a really trained army, like in Greece they had a really trained army, ancient Greece. So they fought the Persians, they fought a bunch of different people, and they won even though they were outnumbered like 100 to 1. Same with Finland and Russia. Finland almost won the war, but because the Soviet tanks weren't made for taking a lot of fire. So if you threw a Molotov on them, it would burn up the entire crew. Like on a T-34 tank. Anyway, back to the game. So if you are completely outnumbered in this game, it doesn't even matter. You just have to have more troops than the enemy. That's it. I don't know how they make a mechanic for that. Training your troops. I mean, you could click on them and they'd right click and then they'd train or something, but that's not part of the game, so it doesn't matter. So as you can see, I have a lot of land, and my opponents do not, because I've been expanding pretty fast. And once you're like in your lower levels, if you're just beginning the game and you don't have many wins, you should take it one country at a time. Don't focus on more than one country. Like, these are cities, but focus on one country at a time. So when he said he was east, now I'm trying to expand east more than west. Because the way you win this game is you either have to take over every single territory on the entire map or eliminate all of your opponents. Try not to expose where you are, because then your opponents will start going for there.
Alright, I guess it's back to me. Alright, I'm gonna talk about how this layout. Very good. As you can see, Joey run the show. I don't have bandits. But anyway, as you can see on the top left, you've got territory. 17. That's how much land you have. You've got money, it's irrelevant. You got the timer.
Money makes your troops more happy. It increases their morale.
Oh. Okay.
So they fight better.
I'm dumb. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, soldiers per turn. I don't need that. And soldiers. Alright, now we've got on the bottom bird's eye view, which is basically a bird's eye view of the map. We've got diplomacy, which is to team. Is you know, if you need voting, is map voting, and options are like these settings. You've got surrender, and you've got the vote to end game, and you've got the game hub, which is like lobby, playing multiplayer, solo, tournament, and playtest. And then on the bottom right corner, toggle. Now, back fighting these B and TC.
So if you're watching my movements carefully, you'll see that I'm making sure that every single point in the map is covered. Like if it's facing an enemy, it has to be covered with troops. Because if it's not, they'll see it and they'll move through it. Just make sure that every single spot is completely covered by troops, unless it's like not seen by an enemy. So I have almost all of India under my control. So unless I send like 2 troops at a time, I'm probably gonna win a lot.
No.
Now, when you're playing, it's important not to get stressed out, no matter how much you lose. See, when I lost my general, I was pretty stressed out, which made me move slower. So just make sure to not be stressed.
I'm already stressed.
That's the problem.
God. Okay, 30 to 20. Alright. Haven't even moved on my spot. I'm still in my corner.
You haven't even taken over the entire island. You should take over this island if you haven't.
That's where I am.
Yeah, take it over. Because you can use that as a farming place as long as it's all under your control.
Got it. And I lost. Oh no.
Just make sure every spot that's seen by the enemy is completely covered in troops. Because if it's not, they'll see it and they'll attack it. The AI detects if it is seen, if there's enemy location seen anywhere.
Even the AI hard to fight if you're like in the game. You gotta quickly rack up territories at the start. You can't waste any time on the roll like really large and just sucks.
If you see an enemy moving, you have to send troops to that location it's moving to, because it probably outnumbers you if it's moving there.
Yeah.
The AI is really
one
smart.
thing about game is, sorry to interrupt Joey, but it gets pretty long. It's already 1,091 a second. Let's go different.
If you don't outnumber your enemy, like double their number, there's probably going to be enemy waiting behind where you can't see, and you're going to have to like really rush it, and it'll be a lot harder than it needs to be. So make sure you outnumber the enemy by 2 to 1.
My Wi-Fi's broke. Well,
I have a feeling that I'm getting really close to Theodore.
Oh, well, I have no. I just have a lot. Bad.
How many troops do you have, Theodore?
I have 1.47. Actually, no, 1,470 troops, and I got 55 every.
I outnumber you 10
minute?
to 1.
You wait, what?
Yeah,
what?
I outnumber you 10 to 1.
Bro, oh my God, you have 8 territories?
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty thick.
Please don't. Yeah. Sicko mode. No, then we.
I realize I should probably be invading more places over here.
Okay. I'm picking up. Alright, thank God. Ryan fucking slowly. Oh my God. No! I see it. Oh my God. You sent in 300. Goddamn troop.
11 to 1.
Oh. You know.
Hey, don't get your hopes down. Maybe
we're doing.
Oh yeah, a city is burning right here because I sent a lot of troops there fast. So that's good. That's how the cities burn, like he was saying earlier.
Since I'm failing, I guess I'll just show this how the
Don't surrender, Theodore. We need to show the fighting mechanics.
Fine. I'll do that when my capital.
Ah,
yes,
hello, sir.
as you can see. Mr. Joey is outnumbered. He uses this tactic by holding his mouse and going on all his territories, and then he presses E, and then this happens. See, he's racking up. It's like, no, I don't think I can
Try
even
actually
defend him.
defending, sir. Try defending.
Okay.
Show him what you should do instead of what you shouldn't.
Alright. It's really here, so in this area.
So, can you like show him what an ambush is? Like, start packing up troops into a place behind instead of like straight up.
Okay. Can you see?
Because
Can
that's
you
what
see this
you do.
territory?
Right now, you gotta split them up as far as you can. But like, you have an advantage over me in land, but I have it in numbers because I have to split myself into two. So, pack up troops like here
Yes.
and here. So then when I split myself out and take these territories, I'll be split up and you'll outnumber me more. So you start packing up a lot of troops
Yes. Alright.
there. And I'll
So
like ignore this
is-
spot like a dumb person and start putting them into my other territories.
This is what I'll call where you behind a few territories. They think that you have like no troops, and then once they get to a certain number of territories, and when they split up, you attack them.
And they'll be split up. Like unless your enemy has like 30,000 troops just stacked up here, he can probably split up pretty well, and you'll have an easy advantage over him.
Hold on, I'll run into myself. Be right back.
I'm gonna collide with another person soon, so I'm gonna have to start putting troops into there. Because as you can see, he's standing right here. Anyway, to fill this boring spot in the commentary, I'm getting pretty close to the other friend that I have here, Brian Fun. So I'm trying to put a lot more troops into the spots over here, so that I don't open up two fronts. You should never open up two fronts, ever. You don't want to be fighting two enemies and carry the war twice. I mean, America did that, but that's because they have advisors and generals. You're by yourself. So, I'll start splitting myself up. Usually you wouldn't take troops out of here, but I'm doing it because it's a part of the thing. I'm gonna put more here. BDP. Check them out, they're pretty cool though. Yeah. If you like roleplay, you should probably play BDP. Black Dog Productions. They make World War II and World War I games. They made World War I game. And I think they made 2 World War II games. The Battle of Okinawa and the Battle of the Bulge. And they've also made the evacuation of Dunkirk. They've made the second Battle of Fallujah, and they're working on the D-Day landings, the Normandy landings. I'll never finish this island off. Or not island, but I never finish this off. This could prove to be a good farming place. So right now, I'm not gonna do much to Brian. I'm not gonna attack him much. but I sure am going to play with him. Like, not play with him like in a bad way, but I'm gonna play with him with mind games. I'm gonna start putting a lot of troops here, acting like I'm gonna invade him. I'm gonna take away the territory that he could be gaining by taking out the other places around him.
I'm back.
Ah, hello.
What happened?
I've been fighting the other guy in the server, explaining a bit more. I'm not fighting him yet, but I'm gonna play some mind games with him. I'm gonna act like I'm attacking him. I'm gonna build up troops. I'm gonna steal territory, not steal from him, but I'm gonna take out other territories that he can't, so he can't get them.
Alright, after we finish this game, we're gonna be doing public server.
Yeah, public. We're gonna show you the public experience and how great it is.
We'll rate the... So, basically this is how they're rated. Private server and the public server. I mean, just note that the private server doesn't really get a rating in the city. This with friends, it should get that, you know, server. No, not server. How should I say? Score. That's what I'm trying. So, what have you?
See what I just did there? I sent out troops and then I pressed Q. Like, I made it seem like I'm attacking, but then I retreated my soldiers. You can click the soldiers and then press Q to retreat.
That's smart.
So then you're acting like you're gonna send a bunch of troops there, but then you just retreat. Everything's fine.
And I have a lot of... Alright.
I've also taken the island here. I've spread myself out. I could be like stacking up a bunch of troops here, but I'm not, just for the sake of this.
Yeah. Let me just attack.
Oh no.
Nothing
I'm being
personal,
attacked.
kid.
I'm gonna lose this battle, but don't worry.
How do I retreat?
Press Q.
Q. Okay.
But don't retreat. Take the island. Take the land. Take the land. I'm gonna like send in a few troops and act like I'm...
And some troops also. Hey.
So once you've like been playing with him a lot, and he doesn't think you're gonna actually attack him, attack him.
Yeah. But I wanna go first.
He's got his general stacked up there, so I should probably attack him. He should be sending all of his troops to his capital, but he's not. So you see this city's burning, so I'm going to ambush him here while the city is scorched and hit him like that. This will take out a good chunk of his men. He can't retreat out of the battle, because if he does, I'll pursue him. See, now I'm opening up 2 fronts. This is bad, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. We're going at 2,000 seconds. So it shows you how long these games get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for his capital. I'm gonna go straight here. Put him like there.
Man, you got me really good. I have like no troops at all. You know, you could just kill me right now.
He sent his general away from his capital, but that's okay. It's a good move.
It's a smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart thing because the general was, I'm pretty sure, place your troops so they fight harder and then tell.
So he's got another plan going.
Oh yeah, Joey, can't you level up your general?
Yeah, the more battles he's been in, the higher level he gets.
Huh.
I'm gonna reinforce with a lot of men that have been stacking up.
Can I use the surrender button now?
No, let me finish you off. I want to show what happens when you've taken his capital and all that. Wait, is your general still alive or did he die?
He's dead. He died from the start.
Okay. If your opponent leaves, if your opponent comes in the game and then leaves, his general will still be there. So you can capture his general in war, and you can capture his general in war and you'll gain a second general. So this guy's obviously working on an ambush. The guy, like not you, but the other guy.
I mean, I'm practical. I have like troops. I just wanna die.
I've got more troops on his end than yours because he's actually trying. So now I'm splitting apart. How many troops do you have left? I wiped out a good number of them.
136.
Oh. Okay.
I know.
I expected more.
Saw. How would you expect more? I used all my on your 3K army.
Yeah.
You know what? Hectic. I'm just going to send my remaining troops at you. There's like
They're dying left. Immediately.
Yes. This is not being a coward. This is.
Are you trying to weaken my troops? As soon as I finish you off, I'm just gonna send all those troops to Brian's end.
Oh, so you can capture my troops, can't you?
No, I can't. I can't. But as soon as I kill all of your troops, I'm just gonna move on to Brian.
Very smart idea. I landed in it.
Okay.
Alright.
You should
Trying to
probably
use the
if you're
surrender
gonna
button.
go down, if you know you're gonna go down, you should probably just like stay determined. And if you know you're gonna lose, like if they outnumber you 100-1, what you should do is just fight till the very last man.
Alright, but I've
Waste
got
as
one
much of their
less
time as possible.
power weapon, and it's called humiliation. Alright, once you click surrender, it says when you click to confirm, you get humiliated. And oh my god, that's a lot of troops you have.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he barely. Oh,
How many does he have?
what?
Is he stacking up for an ambush?
His level 2 general.
He's only got a level 2 general. Well, I don't have a general, so I shouldn't be saying that.
You shouldn't be that worried anymore.
Yeah, I when I took out his capital, he's got like no manpower left.
Oh, you took out his capital?
Yeah, this capital right here is his.
Ah. Are you gonna take my capital?
Probably.
Ah.
I mean, I have to.
Oh.
I'm gonna finish this island faster than your entire career did.
Finish it off. They just put the.
I'm lagging out hard, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we're better.
Alright, I'm gonna state the. Alright, one of the cons is it's very boring when you start it. And if you're in a private server, if you're alone, like solo playing, it's pretty boring. I mean, all you're doing is just like sending numbers to more numbers. Now, if you got friends or in public, it's better. So give them credit. And there are not that many colorful countries, but I mean, I just don't like the color style. I mean, you've got bright blue, and then you've got this weird hail thing, and then you've got this ugly olive green. Actually, I kind of like the olive green, but you get the idea what I'm talking about. And last thing I'd say is spawning in the middle. Yeah, that's a con. Right, that's all the cons.
If you spawn in the middle, you should move to a corner. Like, move to the nearest corner you got. This city's gonna burn right here. I know it.
Let's see.
I've got like 3K troops coming for it.
Not making that much. He's not making that many troops. Ah, I see it all around. Oh, he's gonna lose.
Yeah, he's gonna lose pretty hard.
Even if he did take out all of your troops on the front lines, you still got so much.
I know, I have so much just lying around out here. I'm gonna send that all over here.
You've got like 3K, a 1K, 6K. It's unbelievable.
I know. It's
Oh
thick.
yeah, isn't there this thing where you could like automatically, once they make enough troops, that you automatically send them to like the front?
Yeah, I told you the cities was gonna burn.
Oh god. It doesn't even have that much with many. God, I hate my grandma. Let's see our diplomacy.
His general's gonna die. There's 10,000 versus 500. You allied him?
Yeah. I mean, he's like, request for alliance duration for 5 minutes.
Oh, he ally requested you?
Yeah.
That doesn't do much anymore.
I mean, I'm dead,
His
so...
general's dead.
Should just push. He doesn't need... all of his countries have, like, 15 troops.
Yeah, his final stand was right there. We can pretty much annex the rest.
Just send in, like, 100 troops. Doesn't even matter that much anymore.
Yeah, you can just send random bits when you're annexing.
You could even send, like, 20 troops.
Remember, you have to outnumber them by at least 2. Because you never know if there's more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just wiped out his final stand. Jeez, I'm lagging.
Yo, yo, yo. Tired. 130. Yo. Next game in 13 seconds. Alright. We finished it. What was your rating, Joey?
Like, out of 10?
Yeah.
Well, because I won, I'm gonna cut out the part that I won, but since I've been playing this for like maybe 2 years, probably more, I'm way better with strategy. But okay,
I'm just asking for your rating, man. What is it?
It's probably 8 out of 10 on the private server. Like, there's a few flaws.
Give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Wait.
Alright, you ready to start the public match?
I'm gonna get Brian Fun's rating. This is some great commentary, my dude. We're just asking him some questions.
And my thumb is itching. He
So
said a
saying
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Alright. Cut into the public server. Alright, I'm going to make some
Right.